Today I want to share a story with you from 2 Samuel chapter 15. It actually runs through chapter 17. And it's the story, I think it's one of the saddest stories, and it also makes me really mad that we have in 2 Samuel. And this is the betrayal of Absalom. Absalom is David's oldest son. By virtue of that, he would have been in line to be the next king if everything had gone according to order. But he doesn't want to wait to be in power. And so he begins to undermine his father's leadership. And what he does is he sits by the city gate as people come up to lodge their complaints or to ask for justice. And in chapter 15 and verse 4, it says, Absalom said, "Moreover, if only I were judge in the land, then all who had a suit or a cause might come to me, and I would give them justice." So he would sit there, Absalom, day after day, and encourage people to tell them their plights, their complaints, and then say, "Oh, you poor thing, if I were in charge, boy, you would get just what you deserve." And this undermining goes on for 4 years until he makes his move, and David has to flee the city and flee for his life. Absalom, to me, is a pretty reprehensible guy because someone who undermines the appropriate and just leadership, whether of a nation or a church or an organization, to me is just, well, I don't want to say what I really think, but it's just so wrong. It's corrosive. It's divisive. It's not helpful. It's not healthy. It reflects very poorly on the individual. Anybody who talks inappropriately behind the scenes, who foments revolt, rebellion, causes people to question the legitimate person who is in charge. These are just so destructive for Israel in David and Absalom's time, and we continue to see it throughout history. Don't be an Absalom. If you have questions or concerns about leadership, whether it's in your family or where you work or here at church or even in our country, the wise and spiritually mature thing to do is, as much as you possibly can, do what Jesus said. Go talk to the person directly involved. And one sign that you need to do that is if you find yourself complaining or talking about what someone else did or didn't do or said or didn't say. If you tell 9 other people that and you never talk to the person directly involved, guess what? You are in the wrong. Don't be an Absalom. Be spiritually mature and be faithful.